Showing you guys my pre-workout meal. Doing one of these VT microwavable rice packets. Got these at Walmart. Got some 93.7 ground beef. So I'm gonna do one of these packages of rice. About 4 ounces of beef. A little bit of sea salt, garlic salt, and some salsa. There it is. Again, pre-workout. Lots of sodium, helps with your pumps. So I'll get some sea salt on there. And some garlic salt. This is my current pre-workout. We got some BPN Endo Pump. This flavor is badass. This is their blackberry lemonade. Creatine monohydrate, 5 grams. And then I'm actually adding a couple servings of dextrose as well, just to get a little bit more kind of like intra-workout, carbs pre-workout. Guys, one thing I forgot to mention was that pre-workout supplement by my boy Nick Bear's company, Bear Performance Nutrition, that's a non-stim pump product. And there's a reason why I'm using that. About a couple months ago, I finally decided to not completely cut out caffeine, but to kind of take a big break from caffeine, as I was realizing with kind of a new schedule of working out usually earlier in the day, I was having like a cup of coffee or two and then taking a pre-workout almost like an hour later. So it was almost just too much caffeine. And so what I realized was usually I could just rely on the, sorry guys, the lighting kind of bad here. I could just rely on the coffee, 2 cups of coffee, kind of get me going, and that's kind of all I needed pre-workout. So I cut out taking, you know, because most pre-workouts nowadays are 300-400 milligrams of caffeine. So you're taking that right after 2 cups of coffee, maybe another 150 milligrams. It's just too much. And one thing I realized too is I looked back and I'm like, and I'll be honest, I'm like, I haven't cycled off pre-workouts in, I was thinking like at least a decade, if not longer. It'd been that long since I have just like, it's almost that placebo. You need that pre-workout drink, kind of get you amped up. And I couldn't even remember the last time. I can go back to like, I'm like 07, 08. I was still taking pre-workouts consistently. I mean, we're going back, way back. So I finally, with the new schedule and working out earlier, it kind of helped me be able to not have to take a pre-workout supplements. That's why I kind of got the, and I just kind of wanted to support my buddy. It's his company, and I'm like, you know what? Just for a little extra boost, let's throw in a pump product. And I only use it on my upper body days. So like today's chest, so I'm using it before chest, and I just add my creatine monohydrate to it. So again, if you haven't cycled off creatine, off pre-workouts, you need to give it a couple months, let your adrenal glands kind of take a break. So many people nowadays are taking, you know, they start with coffee in the morning, and then they have a pre-workout, and they might have like a Monster or, you know, a Rockstar or whatever energy drink, and we're just so overstimulated, which is causes, I think that really raises your cortisol levels. And then for a lot of people, they can't, you know, get to sleep at night because their body is just so overstimulated. And what's funny is there's also a term, and I believe it's true, I remember reading about this on bodybuilding.com forums years ago, called stim dick, where I think it's like if your body has like too much caffeine in it, it almost prevents like blood flow to your man goods. So we don't want that, right guys? So especially, you know, you want to make sure you're performing at your highest level. We don't want any interruption in blood flow. So that's just my little caffeine pre-workout lesson thing of the day. Be smart, cycle off caffeine. Talk to you guys later. All right, we are back for a full chest workout video. And one thing you're going to commonly see in all of these exercises is me retracting my scapula. That's going to be the best tip I can give you, meaning make sure your shoulders are rotated back and down so your chest is sticking out. You'll see me on this pec deck, shoulders are back, chest is out, scapula is retracted. This is going to be the best tip that I can give you for keeping your, excuse me guys, your shoulders out of the movement and focus on isolating your chest. Again, I love starting with a pec deck just to get some blood flow through the chest, get warmed up before we go into our presses, which I love starting chest days with an incline press. This is just a hammer strength incline. What I love doing is kind of dropping that seat down, sliding my butt out on the bench or on the seat, and that way it creates more of an actual like incline. So I'm hitting more of that upper chest right below the chin. Love this exercise. Just wish it was a plate-loaded hammer, but beggars can't be choosers, right, guys? And then moving on from here, we're going into a flat dumbbell press. So again, shoulders are back. You should feel your traps pinching against the bench. That lets you know that your scapula is retracted, your shoulders are back, and you're pressing with your chest, not your shoulders, which you commonly see in a lot of guys that have weaker chests. All right, moving on from this is a decline hammer strength machine. And again, I have two different angles on this to show you. This is another one where I slide the seat down. And what I mean is I'm sliding my butt to the edge of the seat. Again, what this does is it gets my shoulders back and it puts my pressing path in a much more favorable angle to isolate my chest. And then this was just kind of like a little physique update that I used for Instagram. I did a full chest workout video on there, and I kind of use this as kind of an intro clip. But moving on, I love just basic chest press machines. You can always find these in gyms. And again, for a lot of people that have a hard time isolating their chest on barbells and dumbbells, sometimes these can be, better for you to throw in just so it's easier for you to isolate the chest. And then I finish this workout with an incline dumbbell fly, which you'll see I love kind of like raising up higher on the bench just to get more of an actual incline where I'm flying like right above my head. And again, that's just to hit more upper pec, which again, most of us always lack that upper chest right below the chin. And so it's all about them angles and targeting that area of the chest that you're trying to build. All right, guys, that will conclude this chest portion of the workout. I'll see you guys in the next video. One of my favorite off-season meals, just because it's super high in calories, is just doing pasta bowls with 3 servings of pasta in here. I have 4.5 ounces of some 90-10 ground beef, like a serving and a half of pasta sauce, and 2 servings of some Parmesan cheese. And then for more calories, you add in a serving of some salted butter. So again, just a huge bowl of pasta. Great way to get in a ton of calories post-workout.